Well, obviously, this can be very different from company to company, from brand to brand, so I can speak about our own case, but I think some of the points are valid in any case. In our case, the first important thing, the first important best practice is not actually a best practice, it's a change of mentality, because what I mentioned before, we deal in the eyewear as with a fashion mentality, with a fashion approach. So this switch is very important. For us, eyewear is not a medical device. For us, it's a fashion accessory. Then what is very important in our sector, but in general, is the importance of training. So having companies willing to invest in training, because as I said before, what is granted for the mother company might not be granted locally, and vice versa. Then we talk about localization. I think what is important is also the standardization. Of course, when you talk about localization, you talk about the product offer, but what has to be standard in order to be controlled and monitored is the process. So you have to be able to implement a process which can be standardized in order to be replicated. The importance of KPIs, because every performance at any level has to be measurable. And this is very important, especially when you work with local partners, because you have one step more to control. And what is very important in our case is also the attention to the environment, which is something that we apply in every step of our chain, and which is more difficult actually to implement in emerging markets, because emerging markets are usually less focused on the protection of the environment, even though I see India, this is still already a focus. So these are the most important points that we try to implement locally, the most important practice that we try to implement locally.